Woo! I am back. Man, oh man, oh man. Smoking on this LFD, drinking on this pink lemonade. Shit, I might spike it with some brandy. But I'm back. And I'm daring one motherfucker. I'm daring one motherfucker to tell me that I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Mm-mm-mm. You know, early in the week, I had a friend of mine say, Charles, when do you ever criticize black men? And I'm like, you don't listen to my show long enough when I talk about black men. And then it's funny because today's been a week for that business portfolio. I've asked for truth when I jumped in his ass about his work ethic, his inability to actually sacrifice his vices for his economic stimulus. I mean, some of you have known me on the YouTube streets for years. How many times have I jumped in a black man's ass compared to black women? I'll wait. I most sincerely will wait. You know what's really funny? Is that I told him, why can't we speak on black women? Why does everybody get offended when you talk truth about black women? It's okay to defecate on the black man. He's been the punching bag for what? Centuries. When you want to show black, when you want to show America's worst, you show them black men till you realize they're the best. When black women needed a scapegoat, they used black men. When white men needed a scapegoat, they used black men. When white women needed a scapegoat, they used black men. Even when they went statistically, they proved without a shadow of doubt black men are better parents than white men, white women, and black women. Oh, but there's more. The so called, which we all know is fake, most educated group, even though you almost have what, double the education that black men have, each tax bracket, we still out earn you. We're more married. We have less children. But yet, if I say to a black man, what you're doing is stupid and immature, at least that black man will take it in stride and actually recollect and try to correct that 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 insurrection or even that problem. See, people think I have this perception that I hate black women. No, I just speak the entire goddamn truth. I wish that some people will actually debate me and tell me all this shit about whether your mama's black. And he tried to use that. And I love my boy, but I had to tell him the same thing. I'm not fucking my mother. Okay? And yes, I had to tell my mother about some shit about herself too. And yes, love her, I'm not fucking her. And last time I checked, a lot of men are going to give their mother a little bit more leeway than some chick they meet in the street. Well, if that was true, when all these chicks talk about niggas ain't shit, Why don't we ever say your daddy's black? And I've noticed this because a good friend of mine as well, when I spoke to my boy Roderick, and he was talking about his sister and her choice of men. Now, not naming names, his sister has a PhD, and she says men ain't shit. No, it's just the men that you attract. But we can't criticize their excellence, correct? We can't criticize their magic. Just like we have all this American excellence, but for some reason, you get an F when it comes to mating and dating. People always ask, why is there a requirement for women you date to work out? Because if I'm putting forth an effort, you should too. I will not be the only one putting in their best work. Even at damn near 40, there's 20-year-olds. Even with a surgically repaired foot and ankle, I'm outpacing. There's people in the department who in their early 20s, mid 20s, and late 20s, I physically look better and younger than. Most of the young cats in the department can't even guess my age. But yet, once upon a time, when I competed in sports, we had a thing about American excellence. Whether you were black, white, Hispanic, Asian, whatever, we had American excellence. We had a certain pride about being an American. We had a certain respect about being somebody. Now, guess what happens? Let me see what Mel says. Charles, it's what you deserve, bro. You deserve to have the best. That is including the type of woman you want. Exactly. You pay the cost to be the boss. See, let me step into those shoes real quick. I'm tired of black men settling. I keep telling y'all the vagina monologues are more abundant than rainwater. The minute black men start having a standard and saying, no, we will not date women who weigh as much as Hall of Fame linebackers in their prime. No, we will not date women who wear an abundance of weave. If you're going to wear fake hair, at least make it look natural, not perm the fuck out. We're not going to date women who have enough makeup and look like they went to the spray and paint. We're not going to go date women with poor and pathetic and disgusting, nasty attitudes. We're not going to date a goddamn stereotype. Yet, once you say you got a standard and you will not settle for less, that's where the problem becomes. Notice I never said anything about single mothers because guess what? Not all single mothers are terrible people. You have great women who are single mothers. Not all of them, obviously. but more is going to be required of her. You see, when all these guys called Russell Wilson a simp, he had to make Sierra bow down. Either get with me or get replaced. Either get on my plan or get rebuked. But yet, oh, this LFD. I'm on my David Carroll shit tonight. But yet, you got these brothers kissing the asses of women who look down upon them just to get a sniff of their vagina monologues. Damning us all to being pathetic, gutless, worthless, spineless, cowardly men. But the title says, "What happened to American excellence / Black girl tragic?" It was the Faulkner. I know. We're going to talk about that in great detail. See, I love the Olympics. Every four, thanks to COVID, this 5th year. This is the first time in Olympic history you promoted women over men. Network television. And the women have been disappointing you left and fucking right. Even though we're equal when it comes to total medal count with China right now, they're kicking our asses because they got what, 5 more gold medals? Thanks to Sha'Carri, setting the pace. You black girl tragic, you. Shout out to the Jamaicans, to the females, which dominated the race. Not even one fucking American could keep up. They clean sweep, gold, silver, bronze. Gold, silver, bronze. Clean sweep. Dominated and destroyed everybody. Shout out to the legend Shelly Ann Fraser Price. You had the one Jamaican lady, she broke the Olympic record, which was held from '88 from Flojo. 10.61. Flojo still has the overall record, which is 10.49 or 46 from '88 from the Olympic trials. But little by little, American excellence has been pissed over. Look at the men's basketball team. What the fuck do we lose to? France and Nigeria. This is the reason why I love the combat sports. Boxing, wrestling, judo. Sometimes taekwondo. See, you know what happens when you have an abundance of a subject, of a substance, of a freedom? You become fat and lazy. I mean, the U.S. basketball team did, win their heat 4-2. Barely. I mean, they dominated the other countries, but this is the reason why I said if black men really wanted their respect, stop playing sports with balls, grab your balls, and go to the combat sports and dominate it. Track and field, the way shit was looking, you might as well say fuck it and let the Jamaicans just dominate it. I mean, the Jamaicans been dominating this shit for like 15, almost 20 years. See, this is the reason why you don't have a heavyweight champion, a black heavyweight champion in boxing that was worth a damn. Because all the other athletes go to basketball and other skills where it's safe and make more money. Even though you can make a shit ton in boxing, but this is what happens when you don't have fathers or male role models. You develop a cowardly man. Back in the day, you would have just as many people trying out for boxing teams. Believe it or not, they used to have boxing teams in high school, wrestling teams, karate clubs, and judo teams. But because the black male is only worried about looking good and looking pretty, instead of being effective, efficient, and when it comes down to it, lethal, that's why you get your ass whipped in the street in a fight and you got to go get a gun. But yet, let's look at this shit. China's winning in fucking things that they never won before. We can't even produce a goddamn weightlifter that's worth a damn. You know why? Because we put too much emphasis on fucking other things like looking good instead of being effective and efficient. It's no fucking different than manufacturing. What the fuck do we make anymore? How the hell? I remember the last Olympic Games, maybe even the one before that. How the fuck you gonna make all American fucking shit from polo and the flags? And somebody said, how the hell this happens, but it's all made in China. Get the fuck out of here. So they had to take all the clothes back and get a manufacturing plant open to make all their clothes all over again and make them in America. The only thing we're overachieving is excuses. Pathetic excuses. Everybody in the world, from Facebook to Instagram. I was in this one group, and they said, "Well, why is Naomi and Simone being talked about, and Sha'Carri?" And the only men who defend that bullshit I've noticed are in the alphabet community or stragglicious black women. Well, name me athletes, male athletes that were ridiculed because of mental illness. Devontae Davis, Ricky Williams, hell, Roberto Duran with no Moss. Do we need to keep going? When you become a fucking athlete, you put yourself out there to be ridiculed with either high scrutiny or greatness. See, this is the arrogance and narcissism that we develop as not only black American people, but Americans, period. We got Simone Biles, while she's qualifying for the Olympic trials, with the goat beat dazzled all over her leotard, But as soon as she gets there, she fizzles and quits. Gone are the days of Curry Sugg. Bless that girl's heart. Who hit a damn? Who did it? Who hit a damn hand? Who hit a damn flip on one damn foot? The other one was badly sprained. See, the '96 Olympics were the Olympics of performance, perseverance, endurance. Have any of you ever heard of Kurt Angle? He had a very highly damaged neck. Couldn't take cortisone because cortisone's a steroid, which is illegal to take. So don't give me that shit about Sha'Carri once again. See, I'm glad you put that in there, Tampa, because Kurt Angle does not suck. Kurt Angle's only one of 4 fucking Americans to win the Junior Olympics, the NCAAs, the World Championships, and the Olympics. How the fuck can you suck? I know that's his WWE chant, but how the fuck does a guy like that suck? But yet, I'm supposed to feel sorry for Simone, Sha'Carri, and that other chick who got the abortion, which, if you realize what she was doing, she got the abortion because guess what they do during the Olympics? You get extra hormones. So it's illegal. It's against the rules. So she got banned. It's like blood doping. And for some of you, go back to the '92 NCAAs when Kurt was the heavyweight, was going for the heavyweight title in college when he wrestled for Clarendon. Notice Kurt weighed 200 pounds. His opponent weighed 270, and he balled his ass up. What happened to the excellence? Remember the Dream Team? Yeah, that abortion will give you extra hormones and give you an unfair advantage. Look it up. Abortion doping. What happened to that excellence we carry? You getting your asses kicked by the Russians and Chinese. Yeah, we got more medals than Russia, but they got more gold. So does China. We're equal to the golds, but here's the crazy part. We don't develop our skills. And I'm sorry. Anybody who gets mad and upset about me saying that Simone Biles quit, fuck you. You probably weren't a goddamn athlete in the first place. Fuck you. Say what you want, but Jordan, Magic, and others, Bird, all them motherfuckers had pride. Not only am I going to play in the NBA, I'm going to play for my damn country and show us we're the best. Pathetic. Then we got the black chick who knew she wasn't going to bust a grape, disrespect the national anthem, whether you keep your fucking beliefs to yourself sometimes. I don't get it. You upset with the fucking country. Don't compete for them. They have an international untitled team, but you ain't gonna get the training and the supplementation that you're gonna get from the U.S. Olympic Committee out there in Colorado. But see, you always want to make a statement, just like everybody said, well, let Kaepernick play. Do you really think, with the controversial shit that Kaepernick was saying, if he was actually good, you think they wouldn't let him play? For God's sakes, they brought fucking Michael Vick back. Kaepernick was washed the fuck up. Why don't we let him play? Look, well, you can't prove it on the field of battle, and you go to like trying to make a political statement, you're phony. Notice you don't hear word or high fucking ass of that motherfucker anymore. Same thing with your Black Lives Matter ladies. I really wish people start researching these motherfuckers before they follow them. But black people are in such need of a savior. Can you tell me who's the leader of white people? Can you tell me who's the community leader of Asian people? Can you tell me who's the community leader of Jewish, Hispanics? No. But we need a leader as black people. And really, it shows how pathetic you are when you can't even join up and form up like Voltron or the Megazord. When shit like reparations, what we've been asking for almost goddamn 150 years. I've said it since January 6th. You got the keys to the kingdom. What are you doing, black people? But let's talk a little bit into this black girl tragedy. Naomi Osaka was about to be set up to marry Japanese royalty, but does what black women around the world. I can tell you're black. I can truly tell that you're black because you will go for the lowest hanging fruit, knowing when you got a better man just down the block. You want to be so down with your blackness, not any blackness, but ignorant black stereotypes. You gotta date a struggle rapper. Man, if I was your father, I would have fucked you up. Whooped your ass with a belt. But black girl tragic gotta fuck up the money. Gotta fuck it all up. Gotta fuck it all up. You know what's funny? You know what's hilarious? Did you see FloJo date nobodies? She dated on her level. She married a guy who was an Olympic athlete. She didn't date below herself or marry below herself. It's funny how Black Girl Tragic will idolize Michelle Obama, but won't Actually follow the blueprints Michelle gave you. Marry a successful black man. Hello. See, I'm gonna have to put the donations in there because told you I'm on my David Carroll shit. Why is it that you can idolize Beyonce, but you can't follow the blueprints she laid out before you? Marry a successful black man. Well, Beyonce's worth 500 million. Jay-Z's worth 1.7 billion, maybe more. That's why, you know, things like the manosphere have been established. Well, why don't you talk about black men? I do. I'm one of the first people to tell you to get your shit together, black man. Stop being pathetic, black man. Stop simping, black man. Go back to college and trade school, black man. Get custody of your kids, black man. Be the leader and king of your house, black man. Get back on your shit, black man. But oh, my detractors don't hear this shit. Because I don't kiss the asses of black vagina vision. I'm talking negatively about black women. When I could big up the black woman who won the gold medal in swimming. Actually, I think it's her second or third gold medal these Olympics. And her first name is also Simone. But we'll this is the funniest stuff right here. We'll call a quitter heroic, but we won't even big up her the way she deserved to be. That young lady deserved to be anointed. She didn't quit. She looked forward and engaged with the competition and dominated. You're right, AB. They can follow Beyonce's song "Single Ladies," but they can't follow her real life persona. Nope, because they're failures. Black girl magic only persists due to black male mediocrity, white male interference, and white woman subterfuge. And that's no knock on my white friends. It's just what it is. It's just telling you the truth. Black girl magic, it only persists due to black boy mediocrity, white boy interference, white girl subterfuge. Somebody put that in the chat. But once you start seeing that black men catch up or surpass you, these black men ain't shit. Let's speak on how many of these black men want to deal with you anymore. Let's see what type of black men you actually attract. See, See, I'm gonna get to that about a strong black woman. You're only as strong as men allow. You're only as independent as men let you. See, when you study theology, the wrath of God may not particularly be the vengeance of God, the striking or smiting of God. It may just be the removal of protection from God. It may be the force field being removed. You following? So when I hear the lack of protection that black women claim they get, which we know is a bold-faced lie, or when they go through their struggle moments, what happens? It's not because black men are vengeful towards them. It's because they removed their true protection from them and let them face their greatest enemy, themselves. They're strong and independent. Go build your next house. Pave your next road. Protect yourself on the streets like a man has to. And let's see how strong and independent you truly want to be. Matter of fact, look at a lot of these women who are going to be put out on the street because of this referendum. We'll see how independent you are when you got to deal with the same realities as your black men. Hmm. We want to see how magical you can be. You're talking badly about black women. No, I'm not. I'm only telling the truth. No difference if I told black men, get your shit together. Stop simping. Make yourself a priority. We need to achieve and get the best careers we can get. We need to treat ourselves as a single entity, just like black women treat themselves as a single entity. We need to go to President Biden and demand that we get our just dues just like anybody else as a single entity. If it's good enough for black women, it's certainly good enough for black men. Get off your ass, black man. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't say anything about black men. See, when I was brought up, a black man was already established before he had a baby and before he had a wife. A black man lived on his own before he lived with a woman. As a matter of fact, he didn't live in a woman's house. He got his own and moved her in with him. But I'm sorry. There's so many black men who criticize me about talking about black women. They don't hear that partners. Hit dogs fucking holler. But when I truthfully speak on black women, because those are so-called my women, I got to put them in godhood when right now they're a goddamn shame. Does that mean all black women? Of course not. But too damn many. I'll say it once again. Why is it that it's more important for you to be a mother than a wife? Because you have no sense of honor, dignity, and duty. But yet, we want to blame the black man for that shit, right? We want to blame the black man for that shit when you have 100% control over who becomes born and who gets aborted. Where else in the world does it happen? You want to blame the black man because he had sex with you when you have the absolute right to say no and or get the child aborted. But yet, you'll go into a tirade blaming that your father doesn't love you when you don't tell the child the truth that you were really just a one night stand baby and you were trying to keep and trap a nigga. We won't go for that. We won't talk about how so many mothers would have that baby knowing they're in poverty, knowing they don't have their own houses, but they have the baby just to get a Section 8 voucher, some food stamps, and some educational benefits. But if a black man is struggling and has a baby, the system's ready to arrest you, to imprison you. But you want to tell me that because I speak the truth, I'm wrong. I'm negative. No. George Duke said it best. No rhyme, no reason. There's a reason why you want to shut up channels like a BGS, an Angry Man, an O'Shea, Kevin Samuels, hell, even myself on a small scale. Because you don't want to hear your follies. You don't want to hear your misdeeds. You don't want to hear your out and about failures. Just like black men have to see it, hear it, and sometimes they want you to believe it as reality, even though a lot of that shit are lies. But you wonder why American excellence has went through the shitter. You call yourself the most educated, but your children are illiterate. And by the way, you're not the most educated, you're the most enrolled. And quite frankly, I didn't finish college, but I just had a PhD candidate not too long on my damn channel and ran circles around her black ass. If I were you, lady, and I hope you are listening, Lynn, get a fucking refund. Been almost 7 years. I haven't lost a debate since. Not with Cynthia G, not with Mr. Fantastic. Anybody. Get out of here with that bullshit. You think I'm a fucking lose to you? About damn time that black men in America need to see themselves as the gods that they are and stop becoming a self-fulfilling prophecy of failures. But yet, when I congratulate the sisters who are doing things the right way, nobody hears that shit though. Remember Kevin Samuels had all the thanks in the world when he celebrated his over million subscribers. I didn't hear one person complain. A lot of women thanked him for changing their mentality. There must be like a 5 alarm blaze some goddamn where because it's nothing but fucking sirens. Jesus Christ. But yet, when I have friendly conversations with black females on my channel, nobody hears that, right? Quite funny, quite hilarious. We can't talk about Simone. Is she an athlete? Is she a public figure? You're subject for criticism. Remember the old saying, when times get tough, the tough get going? Nowadays, as times get tough, the tough get quitting. The tough start making excuses. You think you're the only motherfucker to deal with mental illness? Mental issues? There were motherfuckers whose parents died and they still competed. There were people with drug addictions who still competed and won. Homeless. There are people who went to college, graduate while they were in home, living out of a car. And I'm supposed to feel sorry for you. This war vet and police officer is supposed to feel sorry for a multi-million dollar young lady who's in the 1% of America. Really? You can use that excuse the first Olympics, but you were shining. Well, they're scoring her in a different level. No. When you go to gymnastics, you do a certain routine. There's certain difficulties you can do, but at the same time, the sport has certain things which are illegal and potentially dangerous. I understand she's probably the greatest female gymnast ever. People may get mad at me for making a distinguishing factor of being a female gymnast. But you know what the difference is? When do you see female gymnasts on the rings? Because that's total upper body strength. And trust me, little 4'8" Simone Biles is incredible how she get up in the air. But at the same time, you got to tone certain things down because they're potentially dangerous. But they're scoring against her. Okay, I had to break this down for my boy last night. How you doing, Sade H? Woo. I said, look, in wrestling, there's something called a hammerlock. If you go above 90 degrees on somebody's back, have the hand have somebody's arm behind their back at a 90-degree angle, that's legal. I can pull, I can be aggressive as I want. Once I go above 90 degrees, it becomes illegal, potentially dangerous. You can't say, oh, because I'm black, they scored against me. No, they still have to worry about the health and safety of the competitor. But once again, it shows you how many people were never athletes, nor coaches. It's funny because the only time people are experts in these sports that are not even privy to black people is the Olympic Games. Why would I penalize the face of my sport and the reason that we're getting more little girls in women's gymnastics? Hmm. Wouldn't that be counterproductive? But I keep telling you, black people don't think that far. Sorry. 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 You want me to cry you a river? Instead of being actually competitive, you want to quit. You want to make up excuses. Whatever happened to the old adage? To beat a man, you got to beat the man. Woo! She needs our help with mental issues. Then why go to the Olympics in the first place? If you got an issue with America, I forget what the young lady who did the little bullshit protest. Why compete for the Americans? Hmm. Why? Because it's easier to make an excuse instead of saying I fucked up. Whatever happened to that? I fucked up. Whatever happened to doing it for your country, your team? Shout out to Sonny Lee for getting the individual medal in girls and ladies gymnastics. You couldn't get your hit in the game. It's no different than a quarterback throwing 3 interceptions and then coming back. You think we call Tom Brady the GOAT if he gave up in the middle of the Super Bowl? You know what? As much as I can't stand Tom Brady because I'm a Ravens fan, you got to admire one thing. Oh, y'all not going to treat me with respect over here at the Patriots? Okay, send me to Tampa. And what happened? First damn year he's on there, Super Bowl again, proving why I'm the greatest of all time. Whatever happened to that? You don't prove that you're the greatest when the competition's at its easiest. You step up to the goddamn plate. I'm a victim. The gold medal for victim mentality is now brought to Simone Biles. And victimization. Please stand for the national anthem. The fuck? I really wish that YouTube and other streaming and social media things were happening when I was in high school. I'd have had so many scholarships, so many different sponsors. I wouldn't have had to pay to go to Germany to compete. I'd have been competing in different tournaments across the country and world again. But when you give somebody an abundance of anything, the more they refuse to appreciate it. I really, I really, I really don't see this. I really don't understand this shit. Anybody want to get on the panel? Here's the goddamn link. And I'm gonna warn everybody: don't be too damn talkative so we can hear everybody. Mind your manners. I'm sick of this shit. And don't forget to donate to the Cash App. I mean, do we really want to? Do we really want to talk about going into some mental issues, some physical issues? Put yourself in the position of Jesse Owens, who debunked Aryan superiority when even Hitler had to shake his hand. How is it that a goddamn fascist dictator has more respect for you than your own damn country? And you want to talk about stress? What's up?
Yo.
Am I on?
You're on.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
I was about to chat and say permission to come in. Hey, how y'all doing, Charles? Man, you were frustrated than a motherfucker, aren't you?
I'm never frustrated. I'm just telling the truth. This ain't even angry. You have never seen. I'm going to tell you what I told most of my best friends of the last 26 years. You probably never seen me angry. Last time I've been angry, two people. Last time I've been angry, two people went to the hospital. Okay.
And that should be right there. Be like, no. Every once in a while, I'll be standing right there, and I just throw my and I put that arm out, just like, don't go, don't do it, don't.
If I'm in that type of rage, don't stand in my way.
Let me just say this, man, and I'll bow on out. But you already hit the point. So you taught me something. I didn't know Hitler shook Jesse's hand. That's news to me.
Actually, hold on. Last time I checked, it wasn't him. It was another person. There was this. I remember a story about another African American who was in Germany prior to that. Hitler had a few conversations, interactions with that person, I believe, and that person was. Nobody said anything about him.
Yeah, because you got to realize something.
But when he met Jesse, he already had an animosity to him. Also, not to throw shade on the motherfucker, but it is what it is. Anybody familiar with the brothers Dassler?
Never heard of that.
The Dassler brothers, or Gebrüder Dassler, they were a pair of brothers from Germany who had their own shoe factory, but they split and they formed the companies known as Adidas and Puma. They provided the shoe. They actually provided the running cleats for Jesse, and they took a risk doing that because in order to get ahead at that time, they had to be part of the Nazis. But when they gave Jesse those shoes, he said, "I ain't running nothing but these." And that helped him get them 4 Olympic medals in Germany.
Wow! And see, this is. I'm sorry.
That's not taking away. Jesse Owens' talents and his accomplishments, though. I'm just putting that out there.
That's the heart. That's
let y'all know.
That's just the heart of my whole argument, man. I was just thinking back of how powerful of a symbol that was for our people to just dominate, and just look at the difference of America then and then look at it today and look at what we did. And to me, this is all symbolic because it was black people being brought in and put on this level playing field that pulled America up. And then from everything that they've done to us and what we've, allowed them to do to us and what we continue to allow them to do to us, we have what we have today. This pampering, and then it's symbolic. And so when I look at what's going on now, and then when I see those Chinese gold medals, it just runs all over. It just runs all over. It's symbolic.
I'm glad I'm not watching the Olympics because I just got fed up with them a few years back.
Third place. I got Japan. Third place.
Yeah.
Shout out
behind China, man.
Shout out to Little Rock for the Cash App support. Support your interests. I'm going to say something. In the sport of wrestling, guess how many black men won Olympic gold?
How many?
Ooh,
I want you to guess.
4, 5.
Because I haven't heard anything. I'm going to say 0.
3 men have won Olympic gold who are black.
Wow. And I haven't heard not a peep.
Kenny
All
Monday.
American.
Kenny
All
Monday was
American.
the first. Yep.
Okay.
3 black American men
Are you talking about
have won.
historic?
This is all out of all the Olympics. First, it was
Name
Kenny
their weight
Monday
classes as
in
well.
First, it was Kenny Monday in '88, then Kevin Jackson in what 90? I believe 92.
92 Barcelona.
Then Jordan Burroughs in what 2012.
London.
Oh,
All right.
yep. Think about this. I want somebody to go look up Jordan Burroughs and see how many world and Olympic championships he's won in the last decade.
You don't know
You got
what
a
high
two-time.
his ears are? God
You
damn.
got two. You got a two-time world champion, Jayton Cox. The only reason he's not competing, he lost weight. You got a couple of here's my thing. They're so hell bent on this black girl magic, this strong female shit, that the ones you're promoting are disappointing you the most.
You know what, Charles? I'm gonna give you an example about that. I'm gonna give you Mel. Hold on a second. You got to go back to 2012 in London, because it was that Olympics would say it was the year of the women. You know how far they made. You know how far they try to push that shit.
Nothing close to now.
Yeah, but just hear me out. They made it so that every nation that was competing had to have female athletes in there. And there were a couple of countries I can think of who do not allow women in their Olympic teams. One of them is Iran, and they had to scramble to find female athletes for theirs. The other is the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and they had 2 women they had to scramble to find. One was a judoka, but in order to compete, she had to have her hair wrapped a certain way, in accordance with their laws. The other was a college track and field athlete who was based in the States, and they had to have her have to wear an outfit similar to like Kathy Freeman. You know, that full suit like FloJo had one time.
Mm-hmm.
They had her wear that. I remember there was also a Sudanese chick who, a track and field runner, she had to compete in a similar outfit like that. There was also one woman, she's who competed for Bahrain, although I don't think she is Bahraini. She had to be East African or some shit like that.
Look at this. Here's a brother, right? You would think black people would get behind the brothers. If it ain't basketball and track, y'all niggas don't know who the fuck competing. Look at this. In 2011, World Championships, gold, Istanbul. 2012, gold, Olympic champion. 2013, gold, Budapest. 2014, bronze. Came back. 2015, gold, world champion.
Wow.
2018, bronze. 2019, bronze. Okay? The Olympic and world titles are seen on the same level. If you have one Olympic championship and one world championship, you're considered a 2-time world champion. He's considered a 5-time world champion.
Wow.
The American record is 6, which is held by John Smith, who's the coach of Oklahoma State.
Go Cowboys. Sorry, I had to say it.
It's just the simple fact that this is not what they want us to see right now. They are dictating to us what is important, and they are choosing what is more important. Is it what's a true victory? They're changing the definition of a victory. I cannot go through my Facebook without seeing somebody who put the background photo of just how it's a shame they're not supporting our sisters. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, it's blowing my mind.
It's called narrative.
It's
Understand
really,
that they are. It's all about narrative, Carlton.
it's you know what hit my head with it yesterday was that whole what was his name, George Bush line, that bigotry of low expectations.
Oh,
Mhm.
the
That,
big no, the soft bigotry of low
yeah,
expectation. The soft
soft
bigotry
bigotry of
Look at
low
this shit.
of low expectation.
But
Look at
Charles,
this
you
shit. Look,
realize
go
one
ahead,
thing.
Mel. Go
Yeah,
ahead, Mel.
you realize one thing with that. With what's her name, man? With Simone having an abortion and stuff. What did we already say? Black women in general are the gatekeepers of sex. It means procreation and breeding, which means we have another girl who be irresponsible with her own damn pussy. Why
Now,
the hell is she getting an abortion? Why the hell is she having unprotected sex, especially when she's supposed to be competing?
Where was her
because
grandmother?
I'll
Where are her
explain.
grandparents?
What
First of
the
all,
hell? And
I'll
like
explain
they
it.
supporting y'all on that shit?
I'll explain it for a second. Because number one, that's a form of cheating.
I do.
Because you got to realize when you're pregnant, you get extra hormones for growth, for endurance,
Yep.
and for other things.
yeah,
So when you get the abortion, you still keep those hormones,
because you're carrying
which
a
is an
life
unfair
inside.
you're getting all these extra hormones, and you get the abortion, and it's an unfair advantage.
Mhm.
So think about this, right? All these people
You
who
know what?
claim we don't support black. Hold on, Namer.
Okay,
For all these people who said we don't support
sorry.
black. Did you know that Jordan Burroughs, when he started his freestyle career, right? He was unbeaten in his first 68 matches, and in the process, he won multiple world and Olympic titles. Did you know that
Wow.
that going into the 2016 Olympics, he had a record against the world 130-2. Okay. This is the first time he did not make the Olympic team when he lost to two-time world champion Kyle Dake. Okay. But we support black people, right? We only support black people, and I hate to say it, but we play quote unquote nigga sports.
It's so sad.
Well,
And it wasn't Simone. It wasn't Simone Biles who had the abortion, like Sean just said. It was another shit.
I remember
I thought it was her that had that.
up here, 96 Olympics. There was Norway had a javelin thrower. She missed the Olympics because she got pregnant, but instead of getting the abortion, she chose to have the child. And then she bounced back 2 years later in the World Championships and won.
But yeah,
That's called digging deep and coming back. That's called bouncing back right there.
but yet we want to. Yeah, that's the girl's name, Brianna McNeil. But yet, for some odd reason, you almost would think the way television networks, streaming services, and the internet will make you think there are no men competing, let alone black men. Like, goddamn, are we worth a damn?
That's true. That's the truth. That's what it seems like.
How many black men are
Men
competing
ain't
in men's boxing?
No, I tell you, the one man that I do hear about competing is this guy in the swimmer. That's it. The only man that I've heard about is this dude in the pool, man. That's it.
You have a brother who's in the heavyweight division in wrestling. He just won the NCAA's and the Olympic trials. He's still a college student, dude.
Which school?
What is he? The Gophers. So that's is that Nebraska?
Minnesota.
No, Minnesota.
No. You
yeah.
said Golden Gopher?
Minnesota.
Golden Gophers?
Yeah, he's the Minnesota.
Golden
yeah,
Gophers.
Because
Okay, Brock.
because
Okay, Shelton Benjamin and Brock Lesnar's alma mater.
he actually trained with Brock Lesnar. He's the first heavyweight from Nebraska, from Minnesota to win since Brock Lesnar.
Wow.
Oh wow. Shelton
Brock
Benjamin also
actually-
competed at heavyweight as
He
well
was
for the
at
Golden Gophers.
He was at light heavy.
Oh, was
So
he? Okay.
yep. So you're looking at. See, I've always looked at it. You have 5 brothers win the NCAA's, which is a record for 5 black guys. There's only 10 weight classes. 5 of them won by black guys.
Yeah.
Where's that black? Where's that black boy superpowers or whatever the hell you want to call it? But let one black girl in the Olympics successfully tie her shoes. Oh my God, it's a wonderful moment.
Dude, I'll give you a bullshit ass moment. Rio 2016.
Look what
Just
happened
so
with
they don't come
Jamaica.
off. No, because just to come off on that bullshit. The Egyptian women's beach volleyball team competed in complete full body suits,
Mhm.
unlike their other competitors. And one was even wearing a hijab in the competition. They were like, "Oh, this is empowering." I'm like, this is like, I'm like, you just want to promote women in any way you can, especially considering this was the Olympics when the U.S. women's team were knocked out, and they would have
Think
used that
about it.
platform for the whole equal pay crap.
Yep. Think about it. You had a guy, black guy, I forget what his name, in boxing, just stopped a 2-time world champion from France with a TKO.
Oh wow.
Overhand right, drilled his ass, and the referee said no more. No more.
Non
It's
merci.
bad.
Non merci.
See, you got to understand that. You got to understand
Laisse-moi finir.
the black man in America is used to having his back against the wall and nobody supporting him.
But we ain't used to having our woman put above us, like and getting all the support. That's new.
Yes, we are. It's called welfare.
What's up,
It's
gentlemen?
called education. What's up, Brian?
Hello, Snowman.
Well, I'll make this quick. I can identify with a black man having his back up against the wall. As y'all know, I was in the hospital for the blood clot issue,
Mm-hmm.
and I just got a sucker punch with stage 3 pancreatic cancer.
Oh my God, bro.
Oh man.
Hey, don't
Stage 3?
give up hope though.
Is it
'Cause
treatable?
That's what my girl got right now. That's what my girl got, and she's fighting it, man. She's doing
I'm
good. So
I'm
don't give up
fight
hope.
I'm
bro.
fighting it. I got the appointment with my chemo doctor. I'm sorry, I'm trying not to cry here because I'm just so damn scared.
Hey, man.
I'm gonna
Man,
fight it. I have
I know,
to fight it. I promise my wife the 50th year anniversary, 50th wedding anniversary. But
you're gonna be fighting, man.
it's
We're here
Hey,
fighting. We're here fighting with you, man.
I'm gonna be
it's
praying
It's okay
for
to
you,
be,
brother. I'm
Brian.
gonna be praying
Brian.
sometimes it just feels like, God damn it, I just got something together, and then this. I told my wife
Hey.
this tonight before I broke down, and I'm breaking down again. My appointment's Monday morning. I know the time's coming, and I'm ready to face this and fight it. But God
Hey,
damn it,
don't let
What?
yourself down, brother. I'm listening. I know this
I'm
is like
not.
the worst cancer that you can have, but she has, she gave up on life, and she only kept fighting because I asked her to, and it ain't, and her prognosis is, and it's crazy that you say that because see, she gets a prognosis. She's in the Philippines. She had a visa to come here, and the only reason she couldn't was because I can't afford her treatments here. And that's the only reason I had to let the visa expire to keep her there. And so it's been every time we've got a prognosis, it's been about 75% good. And it actually she had stage 3, just like you, or yeah, it was stage 3, and it migrated to her stomach lining. But she has
Oh,
right now, man, she's got no cancer and in the pancreas, she has no cancer around the pancreas. It is just in that stomach lining. I'm telling you, bro, do not let this get you like that, man. just keep living every day, one day at a time, brother. Don't write yourself off. Listen, explore some of that other stuff, because that's the first thing I did, man. I went and got the turmeric for her. I went and I did a lot of alternative, and over there they real big on taking this this Japanese plant. Just keep your mind open to the different things like that.
I got a friend up in Saskatchewan that's going to send me some herbal goodies, and from his vitamin company. He's going to send me some stuff. I go in Monday morning and find out what the attack plan is. But from one black man
Can somebody turn off that
from
TV?
Yeah, who got the TV on?
that's probably an audio book you hear.
Oh, that's
in
you,
the-
right?
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
Blessings
Yeah,
to
that's-
you,
that's-
brother.
That's an audio book that you hear
Oh.
that
okay.
we were listening to earlier. I apologize for that, but
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right.
I'm
Brian, can I
just
say something?
Keep the faith,
Brian,
brother.
get some
Keep
sap,
the
get some
faith.
sour sap, and some Seymour.
Let me say something. Brian, I know you're scared. I know it is what it is. So I know you want to break. It's hard to right now see any light right now, but understand this shall pass. You will overcome this.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I know it's scary right now. I know, because I've gone through a lot of shit with my own problems.
Keep the faith, brother. Blessings to you, brother. Keep
And
the
I've
faith,
managed
man.
to keep the faith. Just stay strong. All right. No, actually, don't. I'm not gonna say stay strong. Just learn. Just don't. You're gonna fight, but then again, just learn to fight dirty and look good. Fight dirty, okay?
I'm real good fighting dirty because I'm around and I'm alive and I'm kicking. And I've actually had people say to me that they wished I would die. I had one guy say to me,
Who the fuck said that?
Who the fuck would say that? I will tell y'all his name right now. And Shonda, I hope you're listening, because I hope y'all. I mentioned
Mention
this
his name
motherfucker
so we can
before.
harass Goofy Clown Man.
His
No,
name is Del.
no, don't do that, Mel. Don't do that.
Nah, fuck that shit, yo.
Fuck
Word.
that.
You know, wasting
This guy
someone's
has been
death on
bugging
this
me
shit?
for 10.
Nah,
This
fuck
guy
that
has
shit.
been bugging me for 10 years, and he gets the right to lie on me and cost me my gig at Marquette Catholic. And Charles, this will answer your question, because I know Charles asked me this 5 years ago, why I wasn't at Marquette Catholic anymore. Here's the exact reason. On March 4, 2016, this motherfucker named Dale Yates decided to call the IHSAA and lie on me, saying I was inappropriately touching 2 young girls at Marquette Catholic. Every student in that place, every teacher in that place said I was innocent. Everyone on that campus, everyone on that campus.
Nah,
On
Doc,
some real shit, that dude deserved his ass whooped for that shit.
That's the motherfucker. What's his name?
He's Delbert Yates Jr.
He has a YouTube.
You got him. Del Yates at gmail.com.
Type
There,
it
how's
type
that?
in the chat, both chats.
I will.
Because that motherfucker deserves his ass whooped.
Because and it's all because of money I owe him, and I cut him off at the pass because he only got one sponsor from me in 2010, and I couldn't pay him in a timely fashion because I had bills up the ass. All right, I let him in my life and told him a few things that I was up to, and that some bitch turned on me because I refused to work with him when I couldn't trust him. Period. That motherfucker has been on me for 11 years, and it got to stop. And now this motherfucker has the nerve. See, and
that's fucked up, bro.
And now he has the nerve. No, here's something else he did. I'm gonna get all this off my chest right now. You want some black man excellence? Me on the verge of tears, getting something off my chest that only my wife knows and a couple of other people know. This motherfucker made the claim that my 2-year-old daughter, Donna, is alive. And I read the obituary when Donna died, March 9, 2015. Matter of fact, I got so many screenshots of him leaving comments on my website, which I never posted on my website, but I got the screenshots of him coming after me. You goddamn right, Josh. Mamba mentality. I'm scared as fuck, but I got the Mamba/Jordan mentality. I ain't quitting. All right. I got a show to do. I got millions to make, and I got shit to do. But God damn it, I'm sick and tired of people trying to give me fucking sucker punches when I'm just about on the verge of coming back from the dead. If my wife and daughter didn't act last month, I would be dead, period. And I'm tired of this son of a bitch and any of his ilk saying shit about me and about my family.
Drop that name, man. That chat, Bo chat. Drop that name. All the information.
Hey, bro.
Josh,
You got it.
right now.
Y'all got it. You got it.
Listen, I know you've been going through a stressful time. You got people messing with you and everything. But let me just say this, and I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna be praying for you, brother.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Stay strong, kid. I was like, don't. I'm not saying.
Stay strong, brother. And you know, like I said, really explore these alternative, medicines. I'm not saying don't do the chemo. I'm not saying that.
Oh, I know I got chemo coming. I'm ready for it. I'm just ready to get this fight on, and I'm tired. I know my impatience is showing, and forgive me for that. I'm just ready to get this fight on and win it.
And listen, I'm gonna tell you something. They told us that it was less than 12% chance. They told when we first started, and she's still here. She's doing better. Like I told you, she's doing better than ever. Like I felt like I was just throwing my money away until we got that second prognosis, and then she just broke down and cried because she just could not see improvement. And then when we got the prognosis and it said improvement, it was just. Hey, don't give up, brother. That's all
I'm not.
I want you to hear me. I want you to hear me, Brian. Look, you got still too many limousines to ride, too many jet airplanes to ride.
Yep.
Too many diamond rings to wear. Too many gold Rolex watches to put on. And you still gonna be and for many years to come, you still gonna be holding them goddamn alligators down. You hear me? See, we don't quit.
You're gonna be dirty. Look, brother, just get this out the way, and then you and Jody can keep dirty dancing to your 50th anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely, I want you to get some natural. Get the acai berry. If you need cannabis, acai berry. Get the cannabis.
Get
cannabis
for our 50th wedding anniversary. That's exactly the dance she picked.
Get some cannabis. Invest it.
Try looking into cannabis. I have to use a Patrick Swayze reference here, but it is what it is.
Oh,
get some cannabis oil if you can. Look into that research.
CBD oil,
right.
Yeah.
Get into the oils.
Right. Sea moss.
Keep fighting sea moss. Get your natural on. What you want to do, if you walk, keep working out. Get your body in the best type of shape. Cleanse your body out from any impurities, and get yourself right. I want you to keep fighting. Remember,
yes, sir.
I don't care how hard it hits. You hit harder.
Look up Sabi's daughter. Because, she continued her father's legacy. Yeah, doing the herbal medicine.
Who?
Dr. Sabi's daughter.
Yeah. Oh, Dr. Sebi. Okay.
Yeah, his daughter. His daughter and his grandson. Still doing the business. They fought.
Yes. Just remember to stay, Brian. Always learn to be in a good state of mind. I know I'm trying to do the worst Dr. Sebi impression, but it is what it is, I'm just trying. Because everyone will tell you, laughter is the best medicine there.
Yes, see, y'all got me laughing, and I gotta give you I always give you a piece of George Carlin when I come on. My favorite line from George Carlin when he talked about flying on the plane, That's what they tell you. Get on the plane. Get on the plane. Fuck you. I'm getting in the plane.
Yeah, brother. Just a good positive outlook, man. Keep your head up on it, man. And you know, I had a client. She was over the age of 75, and they had diagnosed her with stage 3 cancer. And she had like a lot of different prognoses as she got down. I said, man, look, let's go do some different consultations and get some different people. And the first one that was very, very bleak, we went to the second doctor. They were very optimistic. And man, just to let you know, we kept all the spirits up, everything. And man, they was able to beat it at 75, man. You know what I'm saying? Stage 3. So man, keep your head up, brother, and you will be able to succeed, brother.
It's treatable. That's a good thing. But I will say this.
It is treatable.
As far as I will say this. And Charles, I need you to check the jurisdictions for this. Because what I'm thinking about is going to be very despicable. Fortunately for me, I got some friends who work at an adult store, so I can get a few paddles on a discount. But I'm also thinking, I need you to find out. I need you, Charles, to find out what.
Make sure they have holes in that bitch. All right.
Oh yeah, because they got a couple. One that says like bitch, another has like spank me. One has naughty bitch, bad girl, big daddy. Yeah. Apparently,
make sure they have holes in that bastard.
Yeah, I know, because especially considering most of the people work there, I befriended, and apparently they have their own BDS. They're part of the BDSM crowd over there.
I'm not even gonna ask.
And they invited me to join it. But anyway,
I'm not gonna.
What I'm thinking is, it's okay. You don't need to. Anyway, what I'm thinking is, because I've been wanting to do this to a few people up here as well, is kidnap them for a little while. Take him and drug him and take him to
allegedly
to a tattoo studio. Get them the gayest man stamp ever, and then have their entire ass cheeks tattooed of the Powerpuff Girls and any other cheesy ass Cartoon Network cartoon characters.
Oh, that's a death note right there.
Oh, I needed that. Look, I dropped this information in the back channel.
I'll just take that. I say that simple-minded mutt and give him a thorough spanking with his paddle because he broke my 2x4.
I'd love to take a 2x4 and shove it up his ass, but considering the fact that I'm the
do
target,
like Bobby Blake. Actually, I shouldn't mention that name, but take like one former porn star did and took a 2x4 and broke it on another dude's ass.
And I just finished. I just finished watching. Listen, I just finished watching the White Sox game. I want to have a few of those bats. All right, can we get a few of those?
Preferably, as long as you batting left and give him the big hurt.
Hell, how about a lineup where 3 and 4? How about a lineup where 3 and 4 go Ken Griffey Jr. and Frank Thomas, or vice versa?
That's the death lineup right there. 1, 2, 3.
Like I said, either way,
Ken Griffey,
either
Frank
way,
Thomas,
3 and 4 go 3 and 4 go Ken Griffey. I'll give you 3, 4, and 5 right now, and they're all Hall of Famers. Frank Thomas at 3, Ken Griffey Jr. at 4, and Jim Thome at 5. Left, right, left.
Yeah, that's a pitcher's fucking nightmare right there.
Yeah, it is.
Would it be wrong if I said number 6 would be Tony Gwynn?
Oh, no problem there. Hell, piss him off and have Gwynn leading off.
Tobacco all over that motherfucker.
Wait a minute.
Chewing tobacco on that motherfucker.
Yep. Oh, you have leading off Ricky Henderson.
Hey, Brian, Bo Jackson was batting back then? Did he have a good average then, Bo Jackson?
Bad hip and all. Bad hip and all.
Bad hip and all. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna. The next time I pop on here, we're gonna do an all-star Hall of Fame lineup. We're gonna do an all-star Hall of Fame lineup. And speaking of which, my time's up. Let me get to bed because I got a show to tape in the morning. But thank you, fellas,
Brian,
so very much.
like that
Yes.
goofy clown man is using a text service device. Check on that number.
I figured it was a text service, but that's the number he always texts me from. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
You need it.
I'll drop my.
Always here for you. Give us a woo. Give us a woo before you go. Woo, man, that's what I'm talking about. We got nothing but love. We're gonna give you as much support as we can.
I'll drop my GoFundMe in the account here on the big chat here in the next 5 minutes. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it.
Charles, we got to get this guy. You know what we need? When he comes out of this, we need to get him a Jerry Curl wig and that brown we got to get him a Jerry Curl wig.
And a
get Samuel L. Jackson's wallet because he's gonna come out of this like a bad motherfucker.
Oh yeah, just a bad motherfucker.
And I'll leave you with this. Did he look like a bitch?
What? Say what again? Come on, say it again. I dare you. I'll double dare you.
They are who we thought they were.
When I come out of this, I will gladly take that wig and that hat and those lines and have Pulp Fiction in front of me with my Dr. K next to me watching this shit.
And a black suit as well.
And a black suit. Gotta have a black suit. First game I get back onto the broadcast, I'm wearing a black suit. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right.
All right. Thank you guys. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Get well, brother. Stay safe.
Thank you.
Blessings, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that was some good shit. Yeah, I know Arthur Bittmore's doing his Coliseum, so good thing to end it on this note. Hey, I'll meet everybody over at Arthur Bittmore's in a few minutes. Thank you for listening to the commentary. Guess what? Wrestling, Olympic wrestling starts tonight. Support your wrestlers. Hey, we're gonna make sure that our brother man in arms, the Snowman, if anybody has any medical expertise or know of any good doctors, we're gonna point them in the right goddamn direction, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Yes,
So
sir.
shit. I'm gonna catch everybody at the Art of Vitmore's. Woo!
All right.
And we out, baby.
Woo, motherfuckers.
Woo! Woo!